A snow melee, let the games begin. The hero Qain enters our tale, throwing both opponents in snow, though not sure about his memory fail. And Triss, tricky tabaxi, the majestical she prefers, able to talk her way into comfort or coin. She certainly has a way with words. A brisk winter storm, the games take a turn. With haste, all scramble to get indoors. A colossal shadow and a thunderous roar. Yet this is our motley trio off to see what's in store. So we trekked up to the pass to find a dragon indeed. In search of a gnome, he urged the town to concede.
Hello and welcome to another episode of PeakD&D. We're here to do some fun stuff in the frozen-ass part of the north, and welcome to our fun little party with snowflakes and ashes and death and all that.
Yeah.
So, last time, you guys met each other, met some other folks too, and then suddenly a giant dragon showed up and told you that it wanted the folk of Icewind Dale to surrender a certain gnome to him. And then proceeded to fly off and park its fat ass in front of the only mountain pass that leads out.
How dare he? She? She? He?
It didn't specify, but it said its name was Qain.
Is it a fat dragon?
It is not particularly.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it looks kind of thin for a dragon. You're not sure what right is,
okay. But maybe a little malnourished.
Maybe a little malnourished. Its face was pretty screwed up too. It had like big gouges on its face.
He lives up here. There can't be a lot of good eating.
All right, so
Except
there
for this
you
gnome,
stand.
Apparently.
A human, a drow, and a tabaxi in the far north. What would you like to do?
Human, drow, and tabaxi walk into a bar. We're about to.
Are we like literally right here now? Like dragon
Literally
is
right here in the middle
20 feet.
of a great big clearing.
The dragon is here or not?
The dragon has flown away.
Oh, it just
and
looks cool.
It seemed to
It
take
does
the
just
blizzard with it.
Oh, that was
Because
very kind.
It is the evening now, but the snow seems to peter out as soon as the dragon is out of sight.
Oh.
Should we tell him we fixed it?
Oh. That might not be a bad idea.
Well, as long as it stays up in the mountains, no one's going to go anywhere. It might be a little nicer down in town, but
Well, I mean, we could tell him we fixed the blizzard.
sure.
Well, we've taken care of it.
We got to go back to
Go
town.
amongst your business.
We got to find out a little bit more about this gnome character we're supposed to find and bring to a dragon. But, I mean, I've done weirder things.
You're pretty sure.
Somehow I feel like I have.
Seems like a
I
simple
mean, I'm just
enough
talking about
task.
last week. I mucked out a stall that had been frozen for 20 years or something. And, yeah, I think we should head back to town and,
Talk to the council, it seems.
yeah, they did give us a fair amount of money for that.
Well, and apparently the dragon thinks to know that they know exactly who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Did we each get that money, or was that money for one of us?
That was in one big bag
Yeah.
that she threw on the counter.
I have it.
It was 150, but I talked her out.
225.
At least I did something right talking.
No, you did great.
Do you guys need money?
The dragon, on the other hand. Apparently I do.
You're the good cop, right? Good at like being nice to people and possibly telling the truth.
I mean, the truth can be stretched, but yes.
Okay.
I can tell the truth.
He can definitely tell the truth. If we need anyone to tell the truth around here, we'll let
Proficiency
him.
in the truth, Ben.
Yes, I do.
I'm pretty sure he has proficiency in intimidation, and no one will want to mess with him.
Just point me in the right direction. I'll tell anybody what you want me to. It's fine.
See her right there. Tell her she's fat.
My friend says you're fat.
Roll initiative. Is what I would say. Were you in town?
Where someone actually
Instead of in a frozen field.
Oh, that was a bunny. I'm sorry.
You've got the tundra fever. You're seeing
Yeah,
seeing things.
We need to
when
get
you're
out of
older.
here. Let's go back to town.
I think we should. We also have a date with that your boyfriend. The guy running the games that nearly killed our friend here.
Didn't know you two were involved.
Anderlin Smink, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Smink.
And his honest caravan of honest iron, which he runs honestly.
Oh, I could have seen that from far away.
I did. It wasn't that great.
After you.
Well, yeah, I guess I did get us out here. I should probably get us back, huh?
Yeah, you might. The survival check will be easier this time.
All right.
Matter of fact, you can still see the town. It's like over there.
I mean, I can
There's
see
just
it
like
now.
another
The
foot of
blizzard's
snow.
gone. Now that
guess-
the dragon's gone.
The dragon was just waiting for the envoy from the town.
Well, then I will pick up my skirt and I will start stomping back
No,
to town as
I'm
opposed to
leading
listening
the
to these people talk.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right.
Distract our money.
Making your way back to Bryn Shander, you find that the change in the weather has not gone unnoticed. There are more people out and about, and they appear to be heading toward a large building toward the middle of town. However, you see on the outskirts of the city, near the main gate, what appears to be a large wooden, like a large wooden post has been erected, and there is currently a man loudly yelling at another at a young man who is tied to the post.
Well, this doesn't look very nice.
What's going on here? What?
Oh, hey, sorry. Just sacrificing my worthless son to Auril the Frost Maiden.
Why would you do that?
Oh, we did it during the Eternal Winter to make the Eternal Winter stop.
I don't think there's any need for that.
Dad, I'm sorry. I'll get a job. Shut up, Albrecht. You ain't getting out of this one.
This
Well,
doesn't seem necessary.
it's not snowing anymore. I think it worked. You didn't have to kill him.
Better do it just to be on the safe side.
Don't, though.
Yes, I would
Don't
like.
tell me how to raise my child.
I would like to walk up.
Tell me how to sacrifice
Four
very
charisma. That's all I got, man.
Like, oh no, you surely don't need to do that to this poor boy. Look, it's delightful outside. There'll be no sacrifice necessary. And then I'll just trace like a claw.
Ooh.
Because of the implication. Why don't you roll some stuff about it?
Because of the implication. Yeah. Yeah, so I was going for more like seductive
fair enough.
claw, as opposed to, like violent claw. Not that I'm any interested in this dude whatsoever.
sure, of course.
But 17 for the deception.
So a 17 for the deception is great. Is you, pardon me, miss, but are you a living crag cat who's learned to walk upright?
Oh, honey, I am so much more than that.
Ooh.
And then I'm just gonna go over to the. How tall is the kid?
He's like a 5'9". He's like gangly and awkward.
Okay.
He's an adolescent.
All right, so then I'm gonna go like circle around the post and just start scratching, because not to get him free, but just because it's a cat in a post. So.
Oh yeah.
Well,
The illiterate farmer is very confused about all the things that are happening, but since crag cats are sacred to Auril, and I mean he's never ever heard of a tabaxi before, and to all outward appearances, an emissary of the divine has started scratching at his son's bonds. So he just kind of shrugs and cuts his son free, and thanks you, O divine emissary of the Frost Maiden, for your timely intervention.
Certainly.
Now, what exactly does Auril the Frost Maiden say about how old a boy has to be before his father's allowed to throw him into a snowdrift?
It was 21, but it got extended to 26.
Ah, dang Obamacare.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well. All right, Albrecht, get your ass back inside. Thank you.
I didn't know they still did sacrifices up here.
I don't know. It's covered under an HMO. It's weird.
BPO, man.
PPO.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna keep scratching at this post for a second.
It feels nice. It's good to get a little stretch
Well,
in.
she certainly is a cat.
Cat person. Tabaxi.
Anyway, yeah, that's what you
Just sit and
find
stare,
coming
I'm like,
back.
Come on. Let's go. All right, we're going to have to stop people from killing each other, too? Is that part of this gig?
They were sacrificing people in Bryn Shander during the Rime of the Frost Maiden. So they appear to have fallen back into old habits as soon as a blizzard came in the middle of summer.
It's the end times once again.
All right, get the
Save
torches
us all.
and pitchforks out.
The faintest hint of adversity. Like, hey, it's a winter storm. Kill the kids.
Well, yes, it's time to start sacrificing our young.
So
again.
they're gone now, right?
Yeah,
Dissipated.
They have shuffled back into town.
Let's go. We should go see
Talk to
that
the
big
council.
lodge building where everybody
Where
is.
everybody is.
So you guys roll up on the big lodge building where everybody is. There is a packed crowd. It is very difficult to get in. People are there with torches and pitchforks, and you can hear loud voices coming from the inside of the building.
We did it. It's fine. We did it.
Lead the way, sir. Charge in there.
Why don't you roll some crowd control there, Ben?
All right. What kind of check? Persuasion? What is this?
Well, how are you doing it?
It wasn't intimidating.
Are you
I
just
feel
bellowing everybody move? Or are you saying
Everybody
pardon me, sir?
move!
Yeah, right.
I think that's maybe where I'm at. Yeah, just like everyone everyone put your torches out.
But it's dark out.
Okay, leave the candelabras. But like,
I don't
okay.
know. They don't really make enough light, man. I like a good weighty branch.
How many torches are there?
Let's see. There are about
This is a
probably
poorly ventilated area.
probably about 200 people here, and they don't all have torches.
All right.
But there's probably at least 50 in the crowd.
Yeah, 30 to 50.
Oh, I sense a musical number coming on.
So I would like to start using prestidigitation to
Kill the beast.
That too.
50 Frenchmen can't
to
be
snuff to snuff torches as we approach and as we are making our way through.
Hey!
How are you doing that?
Prestidigitation.
Oh.
You guys, the Frost Maiden is extinguishing her torches!
No, it's the cat.
The
We did it.
cat... The Frost cat? But I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this deity.
I lean over to Triss and I say, "Listen, you're good at telling people stuff.
Certainly better than you.
Can you help? I'll get to you.
I'll get to you.
Maybe tell them about the dragon thing. Don't scare them though.
Just clear a path and get us to the front.
Shoving.
Without harming nobody.
Gently
Slowly
shoving.
The slow shove, yes.
This is not an underdog
Now
mosh
go ahead and
pit.
roll that intimidate there, Ben. Let's see what you got.
Excuse me, coming through, excuse me.
Wow. And that is a 3, straight up.
All right. You
Plus
turn to
0
start.
intimidation, which I have proficiency in.
Yes!
So yeah, there you go. So yeah, you are the first guy you try to push aside. Just kind of nudges you back. It's like, quit pushing.
You'll get your
What is the Icewind Dale accent? Forget it.
We'll figure it out.
Why not tell us in the comment section what accent I should choose?
Runs like a Welshman. I think it's
yeah, I
Welsh.
feel like
Welsh.
Runs like a Welshman.
South African. Good luck.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to require some research.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so then real loud while Ben is attempting to push through, I'll beg, everyone calm down. We have taken care of the problem. Just let us get to the front of the room and we'll tell you all about it.
Why don't you roll me some persuasion?
Okay, I was hoping for deception because we definitely haven't taken care of all the problems.
Well, I
But
mean, there's a lying component to it.
that's fair. Persuasion it is.
Hey.
If I could, if like trying to intimidate my way to the front doesn't work, I'm just gonna start shoving.
Oh wait, he's actually
Like-
really strong.
Athletics wise, like just move. Come on. I asked nicely.
23.
23. All right. So after the first guy, actually gets pushed bodily out of the way, then they start clearing a path for you. There's one or two jerks, but you leave those to Qain, and you guys find yourselves inside the actual building. Now, they don't have torches in here or pitchforks, but there are still a lot of people, and they all appear to be angry and demanding an explanation. You can see Duvessa Shane, the person who hired you. She's standing at the forefront of the room, and she's trying in vain to keep the meeting civil. Looks like there's a sort of impromptu town hall meeting happening. People seem really concerned and really upset about the weather, about the blizzard that hit during Shield Meet. People are talking about bad omens. People are talking about the eternal winter. People are just really losing their minds about it. Duvessa says that the matter is under control and that everything's going to be fine. What would you like to do upon entering this scene?
Can I, using prestidigitation, instant harmless sensory effect, can I make some sort of sound to get everyone's attention?
Yeah, if you want to just
them
make a
quiet
very
down.
audible, like clearing your throat kind of noise, or like
that's a good idea.
or like a jaguar yell,
Or like a
just to
microphone
confuse
that gets
everybody
too
into
close to the
silence.
speaker.
Not so much feedback, but thank you.
No, it says harmless.
Like one of those like really loud whistles, you know? Like
No,
finger
harmless
whistle.
again. Cat ears.
Yeah.
They're very sensitive.
Can't hurt your cat ears.
Yeah, more just like the loud snap of a finger.
Okay. So yeah, that's very possible. You prestidigitate a loud snap, which while not being very loud, is audible clearly over the din.
Oh wow.
And like people like kind of turn, some of them lose the thread mid-sentence, and they all turn and look at you.
I push Tony up front.
Oh well, yes, Duvessa, if we may. We're back.
Great. Everybody out! And that provokes another round of jeers and angry exclaims from the crowd. All right, and Vessa tries for another 2 rounds to get the crowd under control.
If y'all don't shut up, a dragon's going to kill you.
That gets their attention. Everybody turns and looks at you again.
Thank you. Now, we have taken care of the dragon issue. It was a dragon that started a blizzard, and apparently he's looking for this bloke that's a gnome. Does anybody know of him? The council should.
Alrighty. I'd ask for insight checks, but I just rolled a 1. So to Vessa's face, like, the color just absolutely drains out of it.
Oh, I may have hit a chord there.
Oh, you're doing fine.
Oh, because he's a musician. Yeah. Struck a chord.
Ba-dum-bum. All right.
This is going to be
This is kind of witty repartee we love here at PeakDnd.
We gotta start using these inspirations.
Yeah, one of you characters just has to, like, look straight into the camera like Jim in The Office every time something like that happens. Tony, I'm putting you on it. Give us Jim from The Office energy here. All right. So, people are still upset, but being provided an explanation that is not divine wrath and eternal winter seems to mollify at least some of them. And there's still a big crowd of people who want a full explanation outside, but that kind of like causes like the inside group to disperse a little bit, so that you can have some time to report this to the council. There are 10 members of the council, 1 representative from each of the 10 towns of Icewind, and they would like to hear everything that happened.
I mean, that about covers it, what I just said. We ventured out to find this dragon that you told us to find.
Okay, now when you say dragon, now I've seen dragons that are like weasel-sized.
Oh, no, quite big, quite large.
How large?
You could ride a horse down his throat.
that large.
Great, so we're not talking about a small dragon. That's good. That's good to know.
Nope. His talon cleared me clear across 30 feet of a snowdrift.
Wow, and you lived?
Somehow, he allowed it.
Wow, you are... Dang. Fair enough.
He brought the blizzard, he brings it away. He claims that no one will be able to enter or leave Icewind Dale unless he gets this gnome that he's looking for. And that's all we know.
Oh, no. He's...
And then he ran
See
away.
the clouds that have engulfed the mountain pass?
Oh, yeah, I did notice that.
That's where he is.
That or she, we're not really sure.
It's a dragon.
Qain,
Qain.
was its name.
Qain.
Qain.
Ooh, well...
I'm just saying it like that.
So, you're stalwart adventurers, right? You survived getting thrown by a dragon. Surely you are powerful adventurers that can easily defeat a dragon in combat, right?
My ears start.
He got
twitching
hit
and I
by a
start laughing.
snowball and died.
Defeat is a strong word.
Died is even stronger.
Can we appease
He was
him?
unconscious.
Absolutely. But we're going to need this gnome, or at least information from him.
That
Or her.
is not... The proposed terms are not acceptable.
Well, then you're gonna have a dragon on your hands.
Outstanding. Well, I'll just go tell all the crowded people outside they're all going to starve. to
Well,
death.
no, come on. We're not going to let
Good
people
day.
starve to death.
And I just turn around and start to walk.
Hey. No, we have a different thing we can try first.
I don't know, he seemed
Ears burn.
very adamant about this gnome.
I'm sure he did. Well, fortunately, the dragon is not the only pain in my ass.
Seems like a pretty big one though.
It is. But,
You're out of ale too.
no. Thank the gods. On shield meat, we'd be burnt to the ground. Icewind Dale would be finished.
Yes.
There is another out-of-towner who might be able to incentivize our very large and scaly friend to go away.
Schmank, isn't it?
Oh, what? That guy? No.
Oh. You said out of towner.
No, he's an ironmongering buffoon. No, I'm talking about a wizard.
Oh. Well, quite.
There's a mountain off to the east, near East Haven. It's called Kelvin's Cairn. There's a guy there, Doran. Doran's his name, Doran Whitelaw. And he took up residence there a couple of years ago, right after the Eternal Winter ended, to study some of the pieces of some stuff. He came to study some stuff.
Very well.
He's really interested in old magic items, objects of power from ancient sources. So he's got a standing offer to help bail us out of some trouble if we can provide him with some of those objects of interest.
And you have said objects.
Well, we don't have them right here, right now. But over in East Haven, there's a Temple of Tempus.
I've been there.
Oh, good. You know the priest?
War Priest Danton?
Danton, that's his name. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. He has some sacred relics from ancient warriors past. So, my thought is we can simply talk to Danton, get him to donate those relics to keeping Icewind Dale from starving to death, and maybe our super powerful wizard friend can make the dragon go away.
My thoughts exactly.
Wow, that is incredibly specific. You must have an incredible deductive mind.
No.
This seems like
I
a lot of
I do.
errand running.
am questioning where is this gnome? I appreciate it's an impossible ask from the dragon, but
Is
Look.
it though?
you don't want to involve yourself in the lives of every gnome you run across.
I did not want to involve myself in any of this. You involved me in all of this.
I didn't make you pick the gold up.
What now?
Okay. So he's probably not even alive anymore.
Okay.
But
Well,
yes, a couple of decades ago, like before the Eternal Winter, the formerly Eternal Winter. We gotta find another name for that. But no,
The not so eternal.
an old ass gnome kind of rolled through town.
What exactly is an ass gnome?
I think it's one of the sub races from Schultz.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I don't happen to have a player's handbook here.
you'll find it in
so-
Tasha's.
Yeah, it must be a Tasha's. That's a non-core kind of gnome.
Luke's favorite.
So, okay, fine. An old gnome rolled through town, got into a little trouble with the law, but he did us some real solids. And all he asked in return is that we just let him set up shop somewhere in the wilderness and do his thing and not bother him. And I haven't heard anything from him since. He's I don't know, he's a gnome. He probably didn't even survive the Rime of the Frost Maiden.
What did he help you with?
Well,
Was he a wizard too? Was he a magic user?
I think he must have been. He did little like fireworks for the kids and all. I mean, he did. He helped us out of a jam. Some of the village kids got kidnapped by the Rudgard tribes over that way, and he got them back for us.
Well, any idea of what wilderness he's set up shop in? At least a direction?
It was 20 years ago when I wasn't the speaker. I had no reason to remember it.
Well,
Why would the dragon care for this gnome?
I don't know.
That's
Maybe he's
my
a bigger
question.
deal than I thought. But a promise is a promise.
What's his name? Their name.
Didn't catch it.
well
He
you
would
were-
only ever talk about his uncle, some gnome named Scratchy, apparently. I don't know if that was a nickname or.
Uncle Scratchy. Sounds like a lead to me.
Well, you have been exceedingly helpful. I
Do my best.
suppose we go to the Wool Priest. Darian? What's his name? Dorian?
Dan.
Danton?
Yeah.
Whom is your colleague, I suppose.
And then perhaps we'll go find Doran Whiteclaw and have him fix your problem.
I'm pretty sure it's White Law. He was pretty particular about that.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
Sponsor.
This episode brought to you by White Claw.
Untap the mango.
Dragon Ice.
We should
This is
have
so-
the big. Yeah.
Isn't YouTube so healthy and normal? Yeah, they seem inclined to let it rest there.
We should seek out this wizard. We should ask Danton if we can have some kind of bargaining tool.
Relics, apparently.
Yeah. Just fancy stuff.
Excuse me, sir. Can you give up your most sacred objects for us? Thank you.
Unless you think Circus Town Schmink's gonna have something. we could relieve him of it, I'm just saying. I don't like that guy.
Circus Town.
I ain't been called Circus Town Schmank since high school, all right?
Circus Town.
Yes.
No one calls me that but my mistress.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, baby, how you going? I'm not actually here. What are you guys doing?
He says, passing by a window.
It just pops his head in a window to throw something and then leaves.
I got these couple of pithy one-liners. I thought I'd toss your way just for fun. Hey, bada bing.
Hey, I'm the DM's favorite character voice, you know? I show up in places I shouldn't.
I mean, it could be that Danton also has some information on this gnome. Maybe he saw him roll through in 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Has
Danton's
he
an
been
old-ass
around?
man.
He might have been.
No,
around.
He's an ass man, yeah.
He clearly knows things about ass
Just like an ass gnome.
They're both from Troll. Who would have thought?
I like it.
Sounds like a lead to me.
Alrighty.
I mean, either way, maybe we just ask somebody else in the council, because they weren't helpful at all.
Do we
To
want to
Danton.
ask her about Schmink before we go? You've got a plan. I love it. Let's go see Danton. He's still here, right?
Yeah,
Because he's in town.
Yeah, he's not staying at an inn. He's got a bunk at the Temple of Tyr. He's not a worshiper of Tyr, but I mean, you know, he's a holy man.
Professional courtesy.
They put him up for a few days while he's in town for Shield.
Yeah.
For the shield need, yeah. Well, yes. Off to the Temple of Tyr.
I fly for Southwest, but I gotta be in Dallas by. I just jump on this Southwest flight.
Yeah, man, the jump seat for sure.
Alrighty. So making our way to the temple then.
Making my way downtown.
All right. Right. It is. It's getting fairly late, but it's not like the middle of the night yet. It's probably like 7:30 in the evening. You come out and find there's still a bunch of people out there, and they start peppering you with questions like, "What's going on? Are we fine? Is there a dragon? I heard the word dragon."
I push Tony up front.
Can't you like play a song about it or something?
Okay, racist.
Classist.
Classist.
Oh, hey, that's an even better recontextualization.
I just figured like, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, something would happen.
The dragon in the claw. I don't know. Yes, well, there is a dragon. It's going to stay up in the pass for some time. We're going to work on getting him what he wants, so then he
Wait,
leaves.
the only pass out of town?
Indeed.
Ah! We're all gonna starve!
Not if we have anything to say about it. And if anyone has any information about a gnome that went into the wilderness about 20 years ago, please come forth.
There's a gnome at the temple.
Just what? That's the only gnome in town.
As
Yes?
far as I know, yeah.
What's his name?
Scratchy.
Scratchy.
No.
Oh, yeah, Knobbler Knocker.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's his surname. I don't know his first name. We're not intimates.
All right, well,
Name
that's...
like Novel Knocker. I'm surprised you're not. Novel Knocker. All right, we're gonna go find. Because all gnomes know each other, right?
Well, he's the only gnome, so maybe we go talk to him.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you very much. We have a couple leads, and otherwise he's just going to stay up there, so conserve your energy.
Don't starve to death. See you
We're
later.
all gonna die!
Well, the council will have this. They can answer any more questions that you
Council
have.
can handle this conversation. Off we go.
Please file any complaints
Please file any
with
complaints
Ellen
with-
Land Schmink, care of Friendship.
Please, yes, file any complaints.
He's a special envoy to the dragon.
Schmenk, he's staying at the inn, that one inn.
Yeah, Smank is staying at the North Look Inn.
I like that idea. Yes, file any questions with Smank at the North Inn, the Northfield Inn,
He's a special
Northlook Inn.
special appointment by the Council of Tent Towns.
Yes, and he is the liaison with the dragon. So,
Our first dragon correspondent, Bo. Manderlin Smank.
I'm here live on scene.
Yes, Jim, it is in fact very cold here.
This dragon is big as fuck.
All right, so having had only an unambiguously good impact on the town's morale, you start making your way toward
I
the
count
temple.
that as a big win for us.
Alrighty.
We're really getting.
So I actually misspoke earlier. The temple in town is not one of Tyr, it is one of Amanator, the god of the sun.
okay.
A monitor.
I feel like they don't get much sun up here.
Well, there's actually 2 months out of the year
Where it's only sun? Are we that far north from the equator?
I'm pretty sure we are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're in fantasy Greenland.
Fair enough.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Do any of y'all know where this temple is?
Well, I do not.
I mean, I've probably been here the longest by a day, maybe. Maybe I got the... well, I went to go... I saw him...
I mean, the War Priest.
I saw War Priest Danton at some point already. So
yeah, so you would probably...
know where
He's
he's
staying
staying.
there. Yeah, you would know where he is.
All right. Town can't be that big, right?
By the way, y'all handled that marvelously.
I thought so.
Agreed.
They really seemed to listen to me. I made an impact there.
You have.
Especially when you punch that guy.
Made quite an impact.
Did you see when I punched that guy? It was awesome.
Do have a way with your words.
You mean hands?
Words is what I named my hands.
Just words across the knuckle.
Word.
Yeah.
Do you want the thumb too? That's the yes. Let's go.
Plan ahead.
All right. He's at the Temple of
A monitor. Which I hope is how you say that.
It is now. It is here.
It's the PeakD&D way.
Great. Let's go see that War Priest Danton.
Yeah. Your
Novel
friend.
knocker.
And Novel Knocker.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is not difficult to find the temple. That is one of a few places that people are currently flocking to
There it is.
to request the mercy of their divine gods. So yeah, the people who are demanding accountability from the secular government went to the town hall. Everybody else went to the temple. So you find the place fairly crowded, and both who is plainly Knocker, who appears to be a gnome priest, and War Priest Danton is also there, and they're basically telling people to keep a stiff upper lip, and don't worry, this will all blow over in no time. But it seems to be a series of conversations with small groups of people, so it would be pretty easy to pull them aside for a minute if you had to.
Then Danton or
Either of them. They are both doing the gods work in mysterious ways thing right now.
Yes, start with Danton. You know him. That was the most courteous thing I've ever seen.
we're in a temple. I'm not an asshole.
Qain Malad, how are you?
Good. There was a big dragon. That's what the problem was. It's still. I mean, it's
So
still a
that's
problem.
true then.
Yeah.
The word's getting around. There's a dragon in the pass. You saw it?
Yeah.
You can say that.
What color was it?
What? White?
It was white. It was white. Sorry. I was thinking of yellow, but that was the snow around me after I saw it.
Well then,
Yes, it was a big white dragon.
I peed myself. That's what I'm saying.
I understood the context.
Okay. Got it.
Don't believe we've met. War Priest Danton of
Yes.
Temples.
Minomorlin
Temples.
of the Underdark.
Triss the Majestical.
Pleased to meet you.
Charm.
You as well.
Magelical.
So what's the council gonna do about it?
Well, a whole lot of nothing.
I think they put us on it.
Well, that was right shitty of them.
Yeah. I thought so.
So there's a great big white dragon. What brings winter with it? Parked out the only exit route from this region.
He was looking for a gnome.
For a gnome.
Yes, came through here about 20 years ago, apparently.
There's a gnome.
We don't think it's that gnome.
I actually only got here like 6 months ago.
Yeah, so you're good. Thank you very much, though.
Cool.
Conch Gobbler. Just chilled out.
That's not my name, but honestly, it's one of the more flattering euphemisms I've been called. So I guess carry on.
Yes, thank you. Do you know of a gnome, Danton, that came through here about 20 years ago?
About 20 years hence.
Did some work for the council, apparently? Helped town somehow?
Oh, yeah, that it does sound familiar.
And then
Aye.
went into the wilderness?
Yeah, no, we were raided by the tribes that exist
Yes.
up here. Took a bunch of children. Some sort of I don't know, some sort of ritual they had in mind.
Like the one we saw
They took
outside?
Devessa. She was just a wee girl at the time.
Oh. I think she knew more than she let on.
Well, if she was saved by a gnome.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the deal, Priest Danton. We have
War
two
Priest Danton.
options.
That
We
would
can
be-
either surrender the gnome to the dragon. Lords know why the dragon wants the gnome, or even knows this gnome. Or the council's brilliant idea was to have you give over some of your artifacts to some wizard and let the wizard deal with the dragon.
Over in East Haven.
Oh, that grimy little... Well, he's not...
Thorn.
Sure, he's a very fine fellow. He's been awfully persistent in trying to get those things out of me.
Oh.
Well, I shouldn't... It ain't proper to call them artifacts, per se. Artifacts, ancient magic, great power. These are just relics, I'd say. Pieces of equipment left over from great warriors who once graced the world. Not much of a stitch of magic left in them. I'm not sure they'd be much interest to the wizard, but he was offering to buy them off me every other week. But the town wants me to hand them over.
That certainly
was-
seems like one of their options.
That was their plan, unless you've got a better idea.
If I were 20 years younger.
Then?
Well, then I am now.
No, then you would go punch the dragon?
Aye. Gather up enough people. Dragons are big, but they ain't invincible. You have 100 men, arrows, set them alight. Well, it'd be worth trying. It's what a proper priest of Tempus would do. But I never been great shakes at being a priest.
Oh.
I'm not being modest, lad. Do you know when your land's cursed by the gods, even if it's not your god, people look to you for answers. They looked to me for answers for the years I had none for them. Couldn't do a thing. If I can help by giving up the relics to that wizard, then I will. And the claws should help where they can.
Maybe we can just loan them to the wizard.
I'm not sure what the hell he expects to find from him, but if handing them off to that wizard will help, then you've my blessing to take them with you. I don't have them with me, of course. They're in East Haven.
Right.
Which seems that's where he is.
Well, I'm heading back day after tomorrow. You're welcome to come with me if you like.
Seems like
If you
traveling
need to,
together may be helpful.
That's where the wizard is too. He's
I believe so.
Cairn.
off in the direction of... Oh, yeah, he's set up in Kelvin's Cairn.
Kelvin's Cairn. Right. Right. Kelvin's Cairn.
Well,
No other news of the gnome then?
afraid not. I know he came through town, went on his way. Assumed he was one more adventurer blowing through Icewind Dale on an adventure.
I'm certainly curious what he has done to this dragon that makes him want him so.
Dragons are long-lived creatures, and they've got a memory for grudges.
Yeah, 20-year grudge indeed. But why now?
Don't know. Couldn't guess. If I knew your gnome, perhaps you could get some answers out of him. But afraid these are the only ones I have for you.
In fact, we don't.
He had an uncle named Scratchy.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that. I didn't speak to him one-on-one, but he was telling stories in a tavern once.
I don't know. Maybe he just lives here somewhere. I don't know. Conveniently.
Well then, I suppose we'll leave with you in the morning, you said?
Does Knickerbocker know him?
Nope. Never met the man in my life.
I like you.
Thanks. Praise a monitor.
Well, I think we should go with War Priest Danton 2 days' time to get.
Indeed. I suppose.
I mean, the
that's
journey out. I made the journey out here with him, and it wasn't easy.
How far?
A few days, right?
It's less than that, actually. If you were mounted, you could probably make the trip in 8 hours. On foot, it would probably take about a day.
About a day. I'll pack.
Pack up Kevin.
How much food do you like?
Normal.
Meow mix? Is it meow mix?
I will scratch you.
Wet.
Yeah, exactly. Meat. Obligate carnivores.
Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you can't eat the occasional dessert. It just gives you the shits.
Well, let's use tomorrow for provisions, and we will be on our way in 2 days' time. Back to the inn, then?
Well, we don't really have a place to. That's just a tavern. There's not really a place to stay there.
Oh, there is it?
There is at the North
At
Look.
the North Look?
Yeah, the North Look does have beds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone,
We need to.
maybe we can keep an eye on Schmake, then, if we're staying in the same
He has private
place.
rooms and stuff. I mean, I don't know if you had plans later on with him.
No.
Okay, good.
Alrighty. So,
I'm
we'll-
pretty sure that shit he has is contagious.
That's what they make priests for.
I like you.
Alrighty. So back then to the inn.
Yeah.
All right.
Look.
You
We're
guys.
drinking for free. We're all drinking for free.
Yeah, you guys like laid down quite a bit for.
We got,
Oh, yeah,
we got
that's
the
right.
weekend all-inclusive.
Yeah, you got the shield meat special. Alrighty. So you guys get back to the North Hook, and you find the inn still pretty well awake. People are still drinking. There is a large collection of people who are gathered around what appears to be Smank. He looks
really
like
don't
he's he looks like he's working some kind of angle on them. But they're all he's for some reason Smank is out there drinking with other people. So you immediately
Something suspicious?
Yeah, you're immediately suspicious of that.
Are his gorillas with him?
His two big guys do not appear to be with him.
I wonder what he's up to this time.
Yeah, I'd like to go at least get a little bit closer to hear what he's saying.
All right. Would you like to eavesdrop, or are you approaching kind of openly?
Eavesdrop.
All right. Roll me a stealth, and we'll see what you got.
I'm just gonna sit by the bar and put out the vibe.
Fair enough.
12. I like it.
All right. So you do get close enough to overhear what he's saying. He appears to be riling up the crowd a little bit, getting them interested in going out and fighting the dragon.
Yeah.
This guy's an idiot.
He's talking to he's saying everybody, you tell your friends, all right? We all arm up tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We march out there. We deal with this ourselves. I am not. We are not getting stuck here in this frozen ass end of nowhere.
At that point, I would like to walk through the crowd and go up to him. Well, I'm sure I could speak for everyone in this town that we would follow you against that dragon for sure.
Absolutely right. I'll be right there with yous with my guards. We will head out and we will kick his scaly butt and we will tell him you don't mess with the caravanniers. We made this trip all the way from Diamond Lake, some of us. We ain't getting, yeah, boy, I'm having too much to drink tonight. I tried to keep up with you fellas. Oh, look at my shit falling everywhere.
Do you know that thing we can make like a sound from somewhere else? Make him fart. Make him fart real loud. Make sure everybody hears it. It'd be hilarious.
I'm trying to get him eaten by a dragon.
Also a good plan.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna eat that dragon. I ain't never had a dragon burger as yous. No.
In another life.
They're better for steaks.
Kebabs.
So yeah, he gives you a merry toast, but doesn't otherwise seem interested in anyone on mutton time right now.
Are people like buying it? Are they getting round?
Well, it looks like a lot of the caravaneers are. This inn is mostly where the adventuresome types stay, the people who know their way around a weapon, and consequently, a lot of the caravan guards are here. A lot of the people who have, like, come with these caravans, protected them from bandits and stuff, a lot of the hired muscle. Most of the people who are, like, receptive to this are out-of-towners who don't want to get caught here.
Yeah.
But it looks like, yeah, he's convincing a lot of people that it's worth the attempt to fight the son of a bitch.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, he's certainly not.
You
gonna go
saw
up
that
there.
thing.
I did.
It could squash us all under its wing right now.
And he is certainly not going to lead that charge.
That's why I don't think the charge is gonna happen.
No.
He's clearly a coward.
What do we do about it?
Nothing. Why must we do something about
We can't-
everything?
Can't let him send all these people off to their deaths.
Can't we?
These people didn't do anything to that. This guy's.
You are more than welcome to gather with them in the morning and plead your case and force them to see this coward for who he is.
Schmank, what about the games?
What? You want to wrestle when there's a dragon outside?
It's what we all came here to do, not fight a dragon.
I mean, priorities, right?
The dragon's way over there. The wrestling ring's right outside.
So why don't me and you?
Well,
Me and you,
well,
right now, cage match.
Challenge you. Someone get this man a chair. He can slam over his head.
I mean, well, I mean, hey, okay. I see where your head's at. Little pre-dragon slaying festivities, you know, get people excited, get people raring to go.
People would love to see their glorious leader take on a talented fighter.
Yeah, I'll bet they would. That's why Gary's gonna lead us. Gary. As soon as he gets back from whatever he's doing, I don't know. I give him the nights off. Well,
I give you a look like, what do you mean? They're up to no good. Those guys, I don't trust those bears.
Never
Let
trust
a
a bear.
shaved bear run around.
Never trust a bear that walks upright.
All right.
Yeah, that is a little
all right. Plan, guys. So, after we determine who the strongest fighter is through vigorous wrestling, then we'll go kick the dragon's ass, and the strongest fighter will lead the charge.
Well, now, I like this plan.
Are you happy?
I think I just I volunteered to lead the suicide mission somehow.
Well,
I still gotta win.
Oh, that
If you
guy's getting people. We can't let that guy get a suicide mission together. Let me immediately join it.
I'll do it.
You've got your plan. What do we say we make it interesting? If
The word interesting tickles my prostate. Please continue.
you've got your plan, everyone get him.
I mean, I'm open to negotiation on the particulars, but carry on.
I think if I win, she gets to make the plan.
Deal!
Nor have no desire to be a part of either of these plans.
All right. I make the plan. And I get to... If I lose, we go with your thing. But if I win,
You give me money.
Yeah, it sounds great to me.
If I win,
so if I
you
win,
lead
we
the
do my
charge.
plan, and if you win, you're the strongest fighter and you lead the charge.
No,
Got it.
That's not the other thing. That's
Wrestling tomorrow. Yay!
well.
How'd that
I did
go?
not outline my plan very well in my head. I had this idea. Now we gotta spring the plan on him. I've set it up. You knock him down.
Did that go well?
All right.
I think it went great. That was
Winner
awesome.
leads the expedition.
So I think okay. Since I don't have a better idea right now.
Well, the status quo has only improved since Qain opened his mouth. What else would you guys
I
like
feel
to do
like
this
that's
evening?
going to be
I
a
feel like
common
we've
thing.
done a lot today.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Maybe it's time you bedded down or something.
Yes. I would like to sleep after getting hit in the head with 3 rocks in a row.
Listen, if I'm leading the charge, then I can
I can
lead it away from the dragon. We'll all go to East Haven and just
Hang out at East Haven.
Yeah, now we're in East Haven where there's no dragons. Yay!
Everything's better.
now listen. We set it up so now we can expose this guy for the shyster he is.
How? Yeah, I still don't see the how in this.
Perhaps we'll find out next week on the next episode of PeakD&D. Thank you for joining us, folks. I have a great feeling about all these decisions they've just made. How about you?